Clutter. What is it? How to mentally let things go? And 5 steps to declutter. What is clutter? Clutter can be anything physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual that you are carrying around that is no longer serving you. We are often unaware of these things and how they may be affecting us. This podcast will mainly be focused on the physical. Criteria for what goes and what stays. In order to help yourself declutter, ask yourself these questions. Do I need it? Do I love it? And do I use it? These will help determine your course of action. You don't need to follow a set of one-size-fits-all directions. You should really give yourself permission to declutter in a way that works for you. Also, be careful about someday thinking. We often say we may need this thing someday, but don't actually think it through if it's actually true. We kind of want to hold on to this fantasy self, but it's actually not us. When we let go of what we no longer need, we make room for new possibilities. So how do we mentally let things go? Because sometimes it's difficult to mentally let things go. Sometimes we have a fantasy self that we aspire towards that has no basis in reality. This means facing up to what is true for us. We have to know ourselves and ask if we randomly buy things that we have no intention of actually using. So what are the 5 steps to declutter? Number 1, it does not take as long as you actually think. Decluttering an entire room is probably too much for most people. You can take 10 minutes a day to declutter the spot if you want to, and eventually you'll get done. Number 2 is clean as you go. Develop habits of making the area clear. Making sure that things don't pile up will prevent you from needing to declutter in the first place. Number 3 is have a friend help. A lot of items that can be personal, but having a friend that can help you let things go if you're having a hard time doing so. Number 4 is mindful shopping. Shopping is a source of things that you bring into your home. Asking whether or not you will truly need, love, or use it. A lot of things may be for short-term pleasure instead of long-term use. I may not actually desire it in the future. If you're not sure, store it at the store. You always can go back and get it. Number 5 is organizing. Organizing your home can help you see what you really have. Having an organized area can help you think clearer and make better decisions. So I hope you all enjoyed this and got some value out of it. We talk about being the greatest versions for ourselves. It really encompasses everything. And this is a really important piece. Because if we're holding on to things, we can't make room for new possibilities. And our goals won't be achieved. Especially for the mental, emotional, and spiritual that we didn't really get into. But just taking inventory of our lives, see what needs to go and stay, that will serve us all well.